Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming in the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Good evening, graduates, parents, staff, faculty, and community. My name is Cirilo Cortez, and I am honored to serve as the Lake County Campus Dean. It is my pleasure to welcome you to our 37th annual Lake County Campus of Woodland Community College commencement. It is my pleasure to share a few words with you this evening. To the graduates of 2021, congratulations and well done. On behalf of our staff and faculty, I'd like to share that we are so proud of you and admire you for finishing your educational endeavors at Woodland Community College. Your perseverance and resiliency is second to none. Over the past year, you have overcome so much despite any challenges or obstacles that came your way. Always remember that your hard work has brought you to this very moment, and feel proud of yourselves as you go on to do great things in the world. To the parents and friends of our graduates, thank you for all you have done to support our graduates today. Today you graduate as well. The certificates, degrees awarded are part of your life and legacy. Thank you to you all. Graduates, as you commence a new beginning in your life, I'd like to leave you with one challenge to take with you as you accomplish your educational and career goals. Always remember to look back to where you come from and to extend a helpful hand to those who look up to you and to those who need it most. Part of what got you here today is your perseverance and resiliency. And it is by this that you now have the capacity to make change in the local community and the world. So go on, graduates. The world is waiting. Take it, explore it, and change it. Fly on high like wings on eagles. And never be shy to try new challenges, for the future is for those who seek it. Thank you to you all, and congratulations once again on your accomplishment. Next, it is my absolute pleasure to introduce our Yuba Community College District Acting Chancellor, Dr. Art Pimentel, for some opening remarks.
Good evening. Muy buenas noches a todos. My name is Dr. Art Pimentel, and I have the honor of serving as the Acting Chancellor for the Yuba Community College District. To the class of 2021, distinguished guests, members of the Board of Trustees, dignitaries, faculty, staff, friends, and loved ones who are here joining us tonight via live stream, it is my absolute pleasure to welcome you to such an important celebration for our district and communities. Last year, when we gathered for our commencement ceremonies, I remarked that this was the first virtual ceremony, and I hoped that it would be our last. But here we are again. It has been a difficult year, trying in many ways that many of us could not have predicted. Our lives, our educations, our livelihoods have all been impacted. But today, we recognize our perseverance in the face of these unprecedented obstacles. How we gather is not as important as why we gather. And we're here to honor your achievements, your commitment. Most importantly, we honor the contributions our graduates have made to our campuses and the inspiration they have given to their friends and families, and our community as a whole. Personally, I feel deeply indebted to our faculty and our staff for your flexibility and commitment to our students. And I'm grateful to our students for weathering such a tumultuous period and finding a way to make the most of your education. I know it has not been ideal, but my hope is that we've grown stronger as a community. And I know for certain that I will never again take for granted stepping into a classroom full of students, meeting with our faculty in their offices, or seeing student lounges full of students hunkered over books and laptops, or laughing with their friends. One of the reasons I believe so strongly in the community college system is that it provides equitable access to higher education. We as educators feel the responsibility to support you in achieving your goals and finding the right career and vocation. I'm the child of farm workers and a first-generation graduate. My parents sacrificed so much so that I could have the opportunities not afforded to them, but I still needed important guidance and mentorship in order to succeed on my educational path. I'm forever grateful to my mentors, and their example is why I stand before you this evening. I want to make sure that every student, no matter what obstacles stand in their way, have a chance to pursue their dreams. Graduates, as we celebrate your achievement, I want to encourage you to serve as mentors yourselves, to give back to your community, to find ways to make your personal successes our community's successes. Congratulations again to the class of 2021.
Thank you, Dr. Pimentel, for your inspiring words. And now it is my pleasure to introduce our Woodland Community College Acting President, Casey Gardner, for some opening remarks.
Welcome, bienvenidos. My name is Casey Gardner. I'm the Acting President and Vice President of Instruction here at Woodland Community College. On behalf of all of the administrators, faculty, and staff at the college, congratulations to each and every one of our graduates. As an administrator, graduation is one of my favorite academic rituals. The flowers, the decorated caps, family members, music, and even the speeches. But this wasn't always the case. In fact, I didn't even attend my own community college graduation. And I've thought a lot about that over the past spring. And I didn't attend because I felt that community college was a stopover on the way to something greater. And I didn't let myself celebrate because I wanted to stay hungry and avoid going soft. I didn't realize at the time the importance of celebrating the milestones and sharing the joy of accomplishment with friends and family. Today, I'm confident that you've reached an important milestone, and you've done so during a time of acute national crisis. Over the past few years, you've braved a global health crisis, economic shocks that squeezed basic needs, an emotional reckoning with America's troubled racial legacy, and wildfires that have scorched our communities, fouled our air, and at times even blocked out the sun. You've overcome all of these challenges in addition to the usual suspects that students often face, like balancing tight schedules, budgeting for needed materials, and completing challenging coursework, all while keeping the faith that your hard work will make a difference. Regardless of whether you're starting your career, transferring, or just ready for your next pursuit, you've made it to an important milestone. You've been tested under extreme conditions. Your grit and determination have shown through, and I truly believe that the sky is the limit for each of you. Thank you for choosing our college for your journey. Woodland Community College, your future. Felicidades a los estudiantes y las familias. Gracias por la oportunidad de servirlos. Tu colegio, tu futuro. Thank you.
Thank you, Casey. Next, it is my pleasure to introduce Yuba Community College District Trustee William Roderick, who represents Trustee Area 7, consisting of Lake, Colusa, and Glenn counties. Trustee Roderick, welcome to the podium for some opening remarks.
Good evening, and congratulations to the graduates and their families. Earning your degree in any year is both a challenge and an accomplishment, no matter what your age is. Earning your degree while enduring the hardships and uncertainty of a global pandemic is a feat that has prepared you to be successful in your future endeavors, whatever they might be. Distance learning has honed your ability to listen, communicate, and manage your time, no matter what your next steps are, the workforce or a transfer to a university. Either way, these skills will serve you well. As the trustee for Area 7, which includes beautiful Lake County, I applaud you for taking advantage of the opportunity provided to you in your own backyard. I encourage you to share your experience with friends, neighbors, and future students. Share with them that the support and opportunity needed to take the first step down the path towards your next stage of life can happen right here close to home. We wish you good fortunes as you move on in life and hope that the leg of your journey that has included Woodland Community College has been a positive and rewarding experience. Congratulations, good luck, and be well.
Pleasure having you, Trustee Roderick. And now I'd like to introduce our Lake County Campus Director of Special Programs, Sheila Faulkner-Lauser, who will be introducing our student speaker.
Good evening. My name is Sheila Faulkner-Lauser, and I'm the Director of Special Programs at the Lake County campus of Woodland Community College. I have the privilege of introducing our graduation speaker for the class of 2021. Viviana Belicia Ramos Contreras is an amazing young woman. She has been enrolled in the Middle College High School program at the Lake County campus since her freshman year in high school. She is now graduating with an Associate Science degree in Natural Science and Mathematics. Viviana, like other students, has faced so many challenges during COVID, and through it all, she remained positive, upbeat, and most important, dedicated to completing one of the many chapters in her extraordinary life. It is my honor to introduce Viviana Belicia Ramos Contreras, Lake County campus of Woodland Community College, class of 2021, graduation speaker. Thank you.
Thank you, Sheila, and thank you to the Board of Trustees for taking the time to set this up. Welcome, friends, families, and graduates. I'd like to start off by stating that it is an honor to be a part of the graduating class of 2021 from the Lake County campus of Woodland Community College. I'm sure each and every one of your families and friends are proud of how far you've come, and you should be proud of all that you've accomplished. After all, you are getting a college degree, and that is no easy task. I'd like to also thank the staff, faculty, and administration here at Woodland for all the effort and time they put into their work to ensure that students succeed. From simply helping you find a classroom, to staying after hours to tutor in the Student Success Center, to even keeping the snacks stocked up for us in the student lounge or student store, the passion for helping others is felt. And on behalf of us graduates, I'd like to give each of you a huge thank you, because without many of you, we wouldn't be here today. Now I'm part of the Middle College, which is a program that allows high school students to attend college classes part-time with the goal of graduating high school with an associate's degree at the same time. And I've been taking college classes since freshman year, so I know firsthand how intimidating it can be. When I first started, I was so scared that I wasn't going to be able to keep up with the workload, and I honestly thought that the professors were going to be kind of mean. I also thought that the other students in class were probably more experienced than me because they were older, but I was so wrong. First off, the workload was kind of hard to start with, like anything new is, but there are resources there to help you, whether it was the professor themselves, tutors, or other students. Second off, the professors here are some of the most easygoing and nicest people I've ever met. They truly care about you and listen to what you have to say. One of my very first professors, Dr. Vicky Foster in the psychology department, was a huge help because she took the time to get to know you and offered advice whenever you needed it. Another professor that comes to mind is Professor Miller in the biology department, with his motivating speeches that he would say in the middle of the lecture to remind you of how strong you are and how you can do anything. These and other professors raise the bar of what you should expect from a college educator, and I'd like to personally thank them for that. Lastly, my fellow classmates. Now maybe some of you were confused when you saw young pubescent teenagers in your college level classes, but trust me when I say that you guys helped us with our college experience. Hearing your different experiences and opinions was truly beneficial because it helped us keep an open mind and remember that not everyone will think the same way as you in the real world. And I think that that is one of the unique qualities that Woodland and other community colleges in general have, and something that should be cherished. Like many other graduates, I am the first in my family of 6 to have a college degree. Without each of their support and encouragement, I wouldn't be giving the speech today. This degree isn't only for me, but for us. They were there when I first started taking classes, and they'll be there until I'm done. Hopefully with another Associate of Science degree from the Yuba College Radiologic Technology program. So if I could summarize my college experience with a few Spanish words, I'd say, a veces lloré, a veces dudé, pero nunca me rajé. In other words, sometimes I cried, sometimes I doubted, but I never backed out. And as Professor Miller would also say, you can do hard things, and boy, was he right. Without further ado, I'd like to offer my congratulations to the class of 2021. Thank you for this experience, and thank God for the strength to have gotten through it.
Next, it's my absolute pleasure to introduce our keynote speaker for this evening. A native of Middletown, Moke Simon and his wife Nancy have raised their family here. Long before he became a high school football legend, as a Native American, Moke learned to treasure his unique connection to the area and the need for nurture and to protect it. Today, he serves as a Lake County Supervisor for District 1. Please join me in welcoming Supervisor Simon to the podium.
Good afternoon, Woodland Community College, class of 2021. I'm sorry that the current COVID climate prevents us from celebrating together in person. It is a high honor to be with you today as your keynote speaker. My name is Moke Simon, and I'm District 1 Supervisor for Lake County. I'm also the Tribal Chairman of the Middletown Rancheria Tribe, and I'd like to introduce myself in my native language. Amenihi, Moke Galaktak. Hello, my name is Moke. Like many of you, I am born and bred in the county that I am proud to represent, and the tribe I represent has resided in this region for more than 12,000 years. Today is the true beginning of a journey that will define your futures as a degree-carrying citizen of our ever more interconnected world. It is the culmination of an enormous effort, dedication, and perseverance to better your lives and your loved ones. To each and every one of you who has worked hard and earned the right to a bright and prosperous future, made possible in so many ways by the remarkable Woodland professors, administrators, and mentors and staff. Your generation understands perhaps better than most the need, the obligation to create educational success and opportunities for all. You are the architects of a new local, national, and even global sense of community and a shared responsibility. Your academic accomplishments are the foundation, the academic blueprint for realizing your dreams. Your personal story, no matter where you are in life, regardless of so-called status or nationality, is your story to tell. And many of the most exciting chapters are yet to be discovered, but they can only be written by you. Each and every one of you is now an educational role model and warrior for somebody, and that is truly a remarkable achievement. But with that comes considerable responsibility. I don't believe that we as individuals can truly thrive unless we commit to helping our neighbors and our communities thrive as well. So please continue your educational journey with confidence if today's degree is the next step towards additional academic achievement. And if your degree today is the springboard for realizing professional aspirations and goals, I'm sure you all agree that the friendships and connections you've made at Woodland Community College will serve you well for the rest of your lives. As a tribal person who was the first in my immediate family to attend college, I can't tell you how well it prepared me to be ready for life's challenges and opportunities. As a community leader, it is one of my highest priorities and privileges to encourage and to congratulate young people like you who understand the value of education and hard work and how transformational that can be. And as a county supervisor, tribal chairman, and a football coach, allow me a moment to offer a few of my own thoughts on leadership. Leadership is inside and out. It starts in your heart and your head. You won't be able to invent yourself until you know what you believe in. Leadership takes work, lots of work. You have to trust your own instincts and always focus. Failure is your friend. Learning from tough experiences will set you up for even greater success. Leaders never give up or throw in the towel. Leadership can be lonely. You have to know that going in. You won't please everyone. When you succeed as a leader, your most important obligation is to mentor and help those who come after you. I hope I'm doing some of this today. And finally, never forget that leaders live real lives. You have families and loved ones. They need you too. When you leave this ceremony today, you, your families, and loved ones can do so with pride and your heads held high. Even as the world was in the grips of a global pandemic, climate change, driven disasters, and racial inequality battles, you stared into your screens with persistence and passion, and frustration sometimes to complete your task. Thank you very much for the opportunity to address you today and to be the first to say congratulations to the graduates of Woodland Community College, class of 2021. And now I say, go forth as an educational leader and warrior into this world. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Supervisor Simon, for your inspiring and powerful words. As Dean of the Lake County Campus, it is an honor to announce our recipient for this year's Lake County Campus Medal Award. Each year, a student graduate who has excelled academically and as a leader is awarded this distinction. The recipient receives the Lake County Campus Medal, and their name is engraved on our perpetual plaque on campus. In addition, the recipient will receive a $1,000 scholarship. With this said, it is now my pleasure to announce that Leah de Souza is this year's recipient. Congratulations, Leah. Well done. And now I'd like to welcome Professor Michael Papin to announce the names of our Lake County Campus 2021 graduates.
Laura Alanis Ochoa. Douglas Antonio Ailman. Raul Barajas. Darren Richard Batzold. Laura Jean Bevan. Jerry Bloom. Juan Carlos Borrayo Cruz. Estela Bravo Delgadillo. Joshua Caleb Campbell. David Glenn Clark. Joshua Jacob Colin. Rafael Giovanni Contreras. Fabiola Cordova. Bina Dalwadi. Leah D'Souza. Erica Latoya Dyson. Aaron Evans. Justin Matthew Farley. Connor Jordan Leonard Fisher. Donna Marie Forgoros. Nia Leanne Garcia. Elsa Ariadna Gonzalez. Heather Kathleen Lokelani Jones. Tejinder Kaur. Crystal Kraft. Amy Lynn Landrum. Jennifer Lynn Lark. Teresa Ruth Araceli Lopez. Ryan David Lawton. Robert Michael Lowry. Amaya Eolani Lur Danshi. Mari Carmen Macias Perez. Dominic Lee Mayer. Lori Jean McCallan. Christine Lynn McDermott. Ariana Montero Pie. Joshua Milo Moss. Jay Moog. Josh Thomas Moyer. Liliana Marie Nelson. Richard Sean Nutting. Jameson Rose O'Brien. Estefania Orozco Lopez. Diana Margarita Partita Padilla. Juanita Perez Moreno. Pedro Javier Perez. Alistair Lake Peters. Ian Weston Lawrence Pickersgill. Viviana Belicia Ramos Contreras. Vandana Kumari Reddy. Marlena Denise Roba. Richard Paul Rodriguez. Tiffany Ann Sanders. Jaslyn Diane Scroggins. Chloe Elizabeth Seal. Dana Salima Shat. Catherine Sheridan. Elena Renee Shields. Alicia Isabel Shope. Marianne Alicia Marie Silsby. April Snyder. Danielle Jean Stennett. Marilyn Patricia Stone. Scott Lamar Sullivan. Xochitl Isela Trejo.
Next, I'd like to invite Trustee Roderick to join us to confer the degrees this evening.
And now, the moment we've all been waiting for. Will the candidates please stand? By order of the Board of Trustees and by virtue of the authority vested in me, I now confer upon these candidates the Associate of Arts degree and Associate of Science degrees and admit them to the honor, rights, privileges, and obligations pertaining thereto. You may now move your tassel from right to left, signifying your new academic status. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating the graduating class of 2021.
As we come to a close, I'd like to thank you all for joining us this evening. On behalf of our Lake County campus of Woodland Community College family, we congratulate you all and wish you the best. I wish you all health, joy, and much success. Go Eagles!